caring. A final misconception I'd like to correct. Egoism does not mean walking all over other people. Treating others as fodder for your purposes, mere means to your ends. Y'all aren't just extras in the movie they're making about me, okay? Rational selfishness is not a matter of taking advantage of others, being out to exploit them, to hurt them. Egoism does not call on a person to manipulate, to mistreat other people, for the simple reason that abusing others is not in one's interest. A common assumption deeply embedded in many people's thinking is, since altruism calls for sacrifice of me to others, egoism must endorse sacrifice of others to me. But that entire framework is misguided. Sacrifice is not a necessary ingredient of rational egoism. Think about what a sacrifice is. It's the surrender of a value. More exactly, a sacrifice is the swap of a greater value for a lesser value. The surrender of a quarter for the chance of $1 is not a sacrifice, it's an investment. Life does call for numerous exchanges of that sort, foregoing a smaller value in order to gain a greater one. I'd like to keep my savings, but I'd also like a college education. Because I deem the latter of more value to me, all things considered, I exchange the one to get the education. Doing that isn't a sacrifice. It's selfish. Often it's smart selfishness. Now again, recall the basic instruction of egoism. You ought to pursue your own self-interest, right? Promote your own welfare. That doesn't say anything about other people, not as part of the basic instruction of egoism. Altruism prescribes sacrifice for others, subordinate yourself, put their well-being first. Egoism prescribes do for yourself. Egoism does not say sacrifice others to yourself. Egoism does not say ripping off others is the best way to do this. In Rand's view, it is not. In fact, many of the self-interested things that we do every day have nothing to do with other people. Right? Think about your morning so far, or wherever you are in the day, right? Done anything self-interested today? Maybe you ate a deliberately healthy breakfast, right? Maybe you took vitamins or supplements because you thought that would be good for you, right? Maybe you ran or went to the gym, or maybe you did those stretching exercises so your back doesn't flare up again. Maybe you meditated because you thought it was good for you. I meditated this morning. Did these episodes of selfishness rely on exploiting others? Erecting obstacles in their path? Hardly. Now, Rand has much to say about proper relations between people, primarily in her discussions of justice and rights. My immediate point here is simply that a person can be thoroughly self-interested without in any way damaging others. Indeed, he can only be self-interested by recognizing that others have a lot more to offer him than what he might get from scamming them. Exploitation of others is not what self-interest is made of.